Hey guys, it's Ria. Welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I'm going to be talking about seborrheic, I believe, dermatitis, which is what I experience. A lot of people call it Sebo Dermatitis. I'm going to call it that because I cannot pronounce it. But it's basically a dermatitis that I experience discomfort from in my scalp. And I'm going to be showing you what I use in my wash day routine to kind of help counteract any symptoms that I experience from it. So things like apple cider vinegar, some coconut oil, as well as some tea tree. So let's get into it. I just want to put a disclaimer as well that this is something that I have tried that has helped me. I am by no means a doctor or anything like that. If you want to get a second opinion or seek like professional help, I would say booking with your GP or like a dermatologist or something like that if you haven't been diagnosed. This is just something that I like to use that I'm sharing with you that's quite natural. What is Sebo dermatitis? Basically, it's quite a common skin condition that mainly affects your scalp. I know personally for me, it causes a lot of like red itchy patches in my scalp. It can be quite painful as well, causing a lot of dandruff and a lot of scaliness in my hair. It can also kind of affect other parts of your body that are more oily, so like your around your nose and eyes, but that's mainly where I experienced that specific type of dermatitis in my body. I know for me it's something that I've been dealing with for many years. I think since I was like quite a young child as well, and I found it quite frustrating. I remember seeing a doctor when I was a child and they kept saying to wash my hair every day, which wouldn't have been good for the health of my curls, and it was very painful. I find that if I wash my hair too often in the week, then it will mean that they will get quite dry, quite brittle. I also have coloured curls as well, so the ends of my hair are dyed, so I also don't like to wash my hair too often. So currently my routine at the moment is to wash my hair about once a week. I found that what works for me is protector styles, so usually I will have my hair up for half the week in sort of braids or something like this, just to kind of make sure that it's not losing any moisture, especially in the scalp, and then in that way I find it's quite easy for me to access my scalp and massage it quite often, put some coconut oil in there. Okay. I'm going to break it down a little bit just to kind of tell you what apple cider vinegar actually is and why it's actually helpful for Sebo dermatitis as well. In its simplest form, apple cider vinegar is basically fermented apple juice. Yeast is added to the apple juice and that allows the fruit sugar to turn into alcohol, and that process is obviously then called fermentation. The bacteria in that then turns the alcohol into acetic acid. The scientists say that healthy skin is protected by an acidic barrier, and that people with eczema or dermatitis experience a pH level that is above 7, so that means that it's actually more alkaline. So you kind of want it to be about 5 or lower than that. The reason why a lot of people do use things like apple cider vinegar is because it is a mild acid, so it means that it will kind of help or aid to kind of recalibrate like your natural pH levels, bring it back to under 5, so it'll be a lot more healthier as opposed to being more alkaline. If your acidic barrier isn't functioning properly and it's of a higher pH level, then it means that the barrier is going to allow things like irritants and bad bacteria through, and that's when you're going to start experiencing a lot of different problems. In terms of using apple cider vinegar in your routine, I personally saw a lot of people doing different things and I was really confused. Make sure to get the one that specifically says with the mother. This is actually the bacteria part of the apple cider vinegar, and that's going to be the thing that's going to be helpful to kind of counteract and kind of give your scalp the good bacteria and kind of help to recalibrate it all. So how I use the apple cider vinegar is that I get my applicator bottle and then I fill it up halfway with apple cider vinegar and then the other half with boiling water. I actually like to add a little bit of tea tree essential oils in there as well, because that's really nice and antiseptic, antimicrobial for the hair and the scalp as well. The tea tree as well is going to actually allow the blood to rush to the surface and heal and repair itself as well, and that's also really good for new growth. This is one of my applicator bottles that I do have. I usually use one that has like a little nozzle on it, but I haven't found it for like 2 weeks. And then I'm going to put the boiling water in there and some tea tree drops as well. And then I use that after I shampooed the roots, and then leave it in, massage it in, leave it in for about like 3 to 5 minutes to allow the skin of the scalp to kind of loosen up and kind of get in under any build-up as well. I found that the first time I used it, I was really surprised and like really scared, because I felt that when I put the apple cider vinegar on my scalp, it felt like it was burning. It's just kind of like the skin kind of counteracting. Obviously if it's really unbearable, then probably stop and kind of seek some medical help, but I found that it was completely fine. So I'm going to try and wash my hair probably tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm going to show you as well what it looks like now while it's really bad, just to kind of show you the big difference of how it is. Yeah. I forgot to mention is that I don't always shampoo every time I wash it, so sometimes I like to do a co-wash, which is basically where I'll use like oils or other natural ingredients to kind of cleanse my scalp, but also kind of focus more on the conditioning side. Using the apple cider vinegar rinse is already quite clarifying and quite detoxifying for my scalp to kind of get rid of any build-up as well. So today I decided to use my fresh aloe vera in my hair to be nice and detangling, protective, and quite soothing for my hair and my scalp. Once I rub that in my hair and scoop that out, I also mix that then with some coconut oil, so that's really nice and hydrating, and it's the closest alternative that there is to natural sebum in your hair, so your natural hair oil that your body produces. Once I pop that all into my hair, I then went to wash that out. Just come out of the shower, so I've used the aloe vera and the coconut oil to kind of shampoo and cleanse my scalp. Wash that out, then use the apple cider vinegar mixture that I made, massage that in, rinse that out, and then I did like a nice deep conditioning conditioner and mask, left that on for about 10 minutes, and then I've just finished washing my hair now. So I'm gonna take my braids out and probably redo them as they dry, and I will show you guys what it looks like tomorrow morning. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like now. Now it's been 48 hours since I've used the apple cider vinegar rinse. So now that that is done, I'll probably wash my hair again next weekend and use more of like my oils, my protective styles to kind of keep my scalp nice and healthy and moisturised, but not too heavy. I will try and do some more videos in the future about some of the other natural ingredients or remedies that I use in my hair and my scalp. If you do know anything else that helps with Sebo dermatitis, let me know. And as well, if you have also used this method that I personally use for the ACV rinse, leave a comment below and tell me how that went for you. And that is all for today, guys. So I'll be back with another video next week, and yeah, have a great day.